Hi, I'm Rachel Yatuzis, and I'm going to show you how to care for a wood table. If you have a wooden table in your house, obviously it depends on where the wooden table is and how often it's used. If your kitchen table that you sit at every night is made of wood, you're going to want to moisturize it more often than you would just a decorative table like this. And I would say every time you go over it with, my mom, I know she just uses a wet sponge to wipe the table off after everybody's done eating, but you always go over that with something that's going to put moisture back into the table. Now, you don't want to use a commercial wood polish every day. This is going to build up wax on your table, and if you want to use something like this once a month, that's great, but there are other ways to moisturize and take care of your table without building wax up on it. And that's by using oils like olive oil, even vegetable oil, peanut oil, any type of oil you can use on your wood table, about once a month to put moisture back into it. And the way you're going to do this is dust your table off as usual with a feather duster if you prefer, or I always use my vacuum attachments when I'm vacuuming the living room, so I'm actually sucking the dust up and not just, dusting it up into the air. You can see I put just a dab of olive oil onto this rag, and this will take care of about half of this table. It's just a little bit of olive oil. You don't want it to be greasy because when people touch it, it'll get on their hands. But after it sits for a second, the wood will soak it up. You just don't want to overdo it. So what you're going to do is just buff this into the table. You also want to remember, don't have too many decorative pieces sitting on your table. This one's perfect. It's got 2 focal points and there's not too much clutter on the table. It's so much easier to get around to dusting if you don't have a lot of clutter that you've got to move out of the way beforehand. So if you just put olive oil on your table every now and again, I'd say about once a month, and just keep the dust off of it the rest of the time, your table will be shiny and like new for as long as you take care of it. Watch your kids and your pets around it, obviously. And remember that wood, when it has imperfections or nicks in it or scratches, it just adds character. It doesn't make it ugly. I'm Rachel Yatuzis, and that is how you care for a wood table.